Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary homies, Vegeta saying what is good to all my fellow Super Saiyans out there, and today we're going to be revisiting the Green Ape Vegeta, and we're going to be revisiting him alongside his Red LF Counterpart. Now, this is going to be mainly because of the new PvP boost tier. Now, yes, the PvP boost tiers have been around for a little while now, however, they have been updated recently to now include for the S and Z tiers, they're going to be getting an extra 20% damage inflicted per unit with the same episode tag as them. So we are going to be running him on a Saiyan Saga tag alongside, once again, his Red LF Counterpart and then the Yellow LF Piccolo. This is going to be a post-commentary video talking a little bit about the boost tier system and how I feel about it as a whole. So without any further jibber-jabber, let's hop right into the matches. So the first match we're going to be up against GGY, and it is going to be a lower star GGY, but it is GGY nonetheless. So for me, I really like the idea of this this new boost that they've added, and I kind of wish they had extended it to the A and B tier as well, even if it was at like a lower number, like say, because the thing is you're getting 20% right now for Z tier, 10% for S tier, and this is per battle member obviously, and then nothing after that. Now I know it would be kind of weird to do like say 5% for A tier and then like 3% for B tier, but I don't know, I just feel like those numbers would have been just fine to see, especially because I feel like a lot of the times, a lot of the beats, even like the B tier characters, are just characters that you really haven't seen in a while. Like I was looking earlier because I have been trying to do this new series, Legends ABC. Be sure to look out for that on. I'm going to try and do every Monday where we collab with another content creator and use one character from every tier in the boost tier. And so I was trying to look for characters to do that. And while I was looking, I was thinking to myself, because I was trying to build a future team, where would the purple Goku Black be? I'm sure he'd be pretty high up. He's pretty old. No one really uses him. And the purple Goku Black was in A tier. So it's like, that's a really old character who's not got a kit that's going to, you know, help him out in the modern meta. Plus, he's a purple unit and everything like that. I figured he'd be a lot higher, like S or Z. So I think to extend the same courtesy to at least A tier and give them like maybe a 5% buff would be a really nice thing to see. Because I think the thing with the tier boosts is that they were always sort of meant to be a way for you to use some older characters and stuff like that. And now it's kind of like, it feels sort of weird because you can kind of like exploit it with certain characters, for lack of a better term. I don't want to say exploit, that's the wrong word for it, because a lot of the characters still don't perform that well just because they don't have a lot in their kit. And this Green Vegeta is a perfect example of that. The only reason I feel like he was able to do okay here is because we had the double endurance setup with the Red Ape Vegeta as well. I don't think every Z tier unit is going to have that option, especially when you have as little in their kit as him. Like his first passive is literally just his endurance, and then his second passive is literally a last man stand buff that just decreases his card count. Like I'm pretty sure he doesn't get any damage inflicted whatsoever. So you really are, you know, trying to make up a lot of ground with these 20% per, that 40% per se. And that's just, you know, the nature of the game. So to see characters who are in a similar boat as him and don't have as well-aged passives like endurance to be in like A tier, I wish they were extended that same courtesy, because I just feel like there are characters in those tiers that could benefit from it. Now I do understand that would definitely give certain characters like a crazy advantage. Like I think the Green Kid Buu is also in A tier right now, and he's a character who's not that old and really wouldn't need the buffs, but I mean, not that many people are using him, so would it really be the worst thing in the world to see him get that kind of a buff? I don't necessarily think so. It'd be nice to see a little bit more diversity in the meta and to see some characters that you're not necessarily seeing all the time. So we're going to get this LF in real quick, and we will hop in for the next match to talk a little bit more. So overall, do I foresee these being a crazy change for ranked PvP? And when I say ranked PvP, I'm talking like the true higher ranks and everything. Like I'm talking diamond all the way through like, you know, top 10k and everything. No, I don't. I really don't think this is going to matter for even like top 15%. And I think that's pretty crazy to say. Because while yes, you can have some fun with these characters and you know, win a few matches and whatnot, at the end of the day, there's very few characters I can really see truly benefiting from this update, other than like the Red Piccolo and like as much of a joke as it is to say the Red Pycon. Maybe we'll see them start putting some other characters on those tiers that, you know, aren't as old and will really see a benefit. But as of right now, this really just kind of feels like something to A, have a little bit of fun with, but B, to help out newer players, because I can definitely understand how difficult it can be early game to put a team together, you know, especially if you're free to play and you're just starting out, you know. It's kind of hard to put together a brand new team in the game. Maybe not every amazing unit you're looking for the team you're trying to build is going to be on those banners. I mean, definitely. There's guaranteed. You know, if you show up and pull on an all-star banner as your first banner, there's no LFs on that banner at all. The Ultras obviously aren't around anymore and whatnot. Clearly, there are going to be circumstances where you're just not going to be able to put together a perfect team of 6, at least as a new player. Obviously, if you're a long-standing player, I don't know what to tell you if you can't put together a good team of 6. You need to learn on what banners to summon on, but for newer players, it can be difficult. And so that's where I think this is going to be the most beneficial for those newer players, the lower ranked players, and then obviously content creators who are just looking for something to put out in between Wednesdays. And I just say that, you know, as a content creator looking to find new content to make. So yeah, that's kind of really how I feel about all of this. I don't know. Let me know down below what you guys think about all this. If you think in the long run this is going to be uber beneficial, or if this is just going to be something that's kind of fun for content creating, fun for a match or two, and just really nice for beginners. Because right now, you guys have kind of probably noticed it at this point in the last 2 matches, but I really am playing around the Green Vegeta, and I think that that's what you're going to find for the most part with using these S and Z tier characters, is unless you're experimenting for damage and just kind of accepting that they're going to get one comboed, you really are just going to be, you know, playing around them. They really are going to act as a liability, and that's not what you want to do when you're grinding for the higher ranks in PvP. So that's just me. You guys are entitled to your own opinions and to feel differently. But I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts on these, as well as, you know, reuse this Green Ape Vegeta for at least a couple of matches. You know, I didn't go too crazy. There was no way you were catching me doing more than 2 or 3 matches with this guy. I'm only putting 2 in the video because it just didn't feel like putting in the 3rd match of him getting absolutely washed. I think you can understand why, and it feels like at this point, even now, I'm kind of rambling just because it felt like it took a long time to win these matches because we're using outdated characters. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.